I'm going to go full doomer this video, so bear with me. If you have any, and I mean any hype for this update, I suggest you click off now. Even if you disagree, I don't want to risk souring the update for anybody. This is more of a rant than anything. I'm still working on a lot of things, and hopefully they'll be with you shortly, but I wanted to make this while I still have the time. I have played this game for 3 years straight now. I would like to think that I've been as patient as I possibly can, considering that despite my complaints, I've quote-unquote stuck with the game for all that time. However, it becomes really difficult to be patient when only 3 major updates have dropped since Update 3, the update people consider to be the best, which was 2 years ago now. I'm not kidding, you can check the release date. None of these updates have been as interesting, fun, or even been as quick to release as that update. And especially since they tend to always leave the game as a performance and or bug-ridden nightmare between all their updates, including a load of hackers, it's hard to just play the game while waiting for the next one, and it's extremely hard to just forget all that going into 6.5. Being a follower of this game has been nothing but exhausting for years now, with 2020 probably being the most exhausting in the history of the game. It could be a great update, but I don't think it makes up for the last year or two, and I don't think that anything they do will make up for it. 4 dinosaurs. 4 dinosaurs? That should be enough to hype up anybody, right? I mean, one of them is literally my channel mascot, but I just can't find the strength to care about it. And I feel as though I'm not too alone on this. I heard almost nobody talk about the update last month apart from the Galley announcement. Hell, even after Dondi announced that stress testing began a week ago, I still haven't heard anything from anybody, really. The hype for this update seems non-existent. It was definitely there back when Sarah and BP got announced for 6.5. Even I was a little bit excited, but 2 months have passed since then, and I think everybody just went back to wondering what's taking so long. I understand that it's not an easy task to include multiple creatures in one update, but they made it sound like everything was close enough to completion that they could get away with including Serato and BP, and now Galley as well, without it impacting the time it takes to make the update. And yet here we are in May, you know? It's just a cycle of, man, this game needs improvements, just be patient for the next update comes out, this wasn't what the game needed, I don't like this either, just be patient for the next update comes out. If people are spending more time wondering where the content is than actually playing the game, that's a problem. And I imagine it being no different even after this update. I personally think that while it won't be the majority, a good chunk of people will realize how little these 4 dinosaurs added to the game compared to the time spent to make them, and just start waiting again. While 4 playables is a good thing, I can't help but notice how unexciting the ones they picked out sound. I already spoke my piece on Serato when they announced it. A lot of people disagreed, and that's fine, I get that, but I didn't just pull what I said out my ass. The way I saw it being described turned my most anticipated creature into one that I honestly might not play apart from content. That's a running theme with all these creatures, I think. I don't feel like I'd want to play them willingly. Troodon I've already dissed enough. I had a bit of a change of heart with BP, and I'm a little more warm to it than I was, but it doesn't change the fact that it likely won't keep my interest for more than 30 minutes. And Galley is not only encouraged to be loud and annoying for free stackable speed boosts, but one of the devs also said that they were making juveniles as fast as the adults, so what's even going to catch them? The adults look above Utah speed already, so unless proven otherwise, Galley just sounds like a mini Kano but without the cannibalism and the need to actively hunt to hold it back, aka pretty much invincible. And if it can attack while moving, then good lord. I could be wrong, and I hope that I'm wrong, but that's all that I have for this update now. Not hype, but hope. Hope that they won't fumble their first creatures in a year and a half of nothing. Speaking of, Packy's release. While times were definitely different in terms of community patience, Packy was going to receive an undeniable glow-up without straying from what Packy was supposed to be, whilst also being one of the most hyped creatures to be remade. Same with Kano, same with Stego, same with Utah. And then there's Galley, who is really just being translated rather than remade. There's no major changes or improvements to take note of because, well, I mean, I guess it didn't really need any, but it's kind of just the same old Galley we knew before. And then there's Serato, which people are very mixed on, but either way it's obviously not an upgraded legacy Serato, like with Packy or Kano. It wasn't given anything it lacked unless you count the bleed resistance, it was just kind of made into a different thing, which is really conflicting. Nothing will change because of this video. I know that it's just a rant, it serves zero purpose. I know that the devs aren't going to be losing sleep because Shifty V with less than 3,000 subscribers doesn't care about their next update. I'm just letting you know why I and possibly others just aren't that excited for what should have been one of, if not the most exciting patch they've ever made. I don't see Update 6.5 as a means to rekindle any love for this game. At this point, I see it more as a means to farm views and ad revenue more than anything. Don't expect anything past the first week of its release unless I am very, very wrong about it.